This is Matt, and this is my very professional stream. Yes. Super Apartment Friends. We just finished up Spooktober, and yeah, so switching it up. Playing this game, War of Tanks. Never played it before. Has been like, hey, you should play World of Tanks. It's free. That's my impression of my brother. He doesn't sound exactly like that, but it's maybe close. But no, it's been free to play. Look, I completed a download. It's amazing, and it seems cool. I'm a little bummed that I'm a little bummed they didn't grab at Halloween. They did monster tanks and ghost tanks and they're glowy and spooky looking and shit. I'm like, oh man, that would have been my dream. But I'll play around with some regular tanks too. Make all these crazy, terrible tank puns. I'm trying something different tonight. I keep looking at this. I'm over there. I shouldn't look at that, but I can't help it. Oh, Gamma. Oh, Gamma. Going over to Grandpa and Gamma's house. Press the left or right button on or the left stick to adjust the screen until the center symbol is barely visible. I don't see a center symbol. Oh, I see the center symbol. You know, they usually do this before spooky games, so like, what do we think? I think there. Are these tanks gonna scare me? Are these scary tanks? Is my shit gonna get spooked out? I almost before World of Tanks struck me like a bolt of lightning, I was gonna do Splatterhouse. I was thinking, oh, I'll just do Splatterhouse from start to finish, 'cause I thought that would be sweet. But I'm like, no, man. Andy's been on me about World of Tanks for like a year, so we're gonna hit this up. Fight your way to victory. Oh, multiplayer or war stories. Let's do some war stories first, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Justin and I just finished Stranger Things Season 2, and it was fantastic. Story crew. Story tank. Cool. Sergeant Buck Peters. Looks like a man's man. Got that high and tight haircut. 5 o'clock shadow. And I'm driving an MKA, which is almost Mecha. It's an anagram. War stories. Brothers in Armor. Summer 1944. 5th Mechanized Corps.
Not every American tank built was destined for the U.S. Army. Some were transported through the Persian Corridor into Russia. From the steelworks of Detroit straight to the Eastern Front.
Ah, yeah, D-Town, baby!
And it wasn't just tanks that wound up in Russia. The Americans sent experienced combatants, too. Colonel Peters had joined the Russian advance into Romania.
Look at Sad Sap, number 3 there.
With the news spreading that a second front had opened
I wish I wasn't in a war.
Both sides knew this was a critical turning point in the war.
See that Ricky O action? What up, buddy? Popped into the Discord. Yeah, I got Discord going too, so if you're not on Twitch, hit me on Discord and vice versa. Boop. I thought my mic was on. It's not, because I'm a smart guy. My mic's on, it says, but yours is off. This should be on. It says it's on.
From his position,
can you not hear me at all?
Peters and his Russian crew were about to get their first taste of action as a joint force.
All right. Uh-oh. Trouble in Paradise. Okay. Reloading. Hit points. Oh, you can't hear me in Discord. Yeah, because I mean, I don't know, maybe if this is better, but I can't really... Twitch is fine? Okay. It shows... it shows my, my mic and my speakers are on. Yeah, I don't get it. It shows you as being muted, even though I unmuted you. I don't know. I thought I had this going. Mic is turned off. Oh, like my phone mic, I bet. So shit. Oh, and this is my burner phone, so I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, brother. Voice. Voice activity. Yeah, I don't get it. It should be working. I don't know why it's not. I'm gonna pause this bad boy. Yeah, I'm way less familiar with my, Nope, not that. Fuck. Did I close Discord? What is going on? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why... I must have to... Professional stream! Yeah, I don't know. I thought I had this figured out, and then I don't. Alright, yeah, I want to play with some tanks. How you doing, Riccio? Thanks for stopping in. Oh, T-Pain is also hosting me for up to 3 viewers. Good. Hi, T-Pain, guys. I hope you enjoyed Matt's a Dumbass mode. Okay. Oh, we got a box, right? What? I'm in a tank. Can't we tank over the... Oh, brother. Okay. Fine. Alright, we're looking around. You should be doing a big homework assignment. Yeah. Well, now... Rock and roll! Oh, okay, this is cool. I get why my brother's trying to tell me to play this. Just roll over shit. And you can do this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, it's like a twin stick shooter almost. Cool. Take that, everybody, ever. Is this a bad guy? Can't be. Wouldn't he be firing at me? Wouldn't he be angry about this? This is World of Tanks. It is a, it's now free to play. I think it has been for the last like year or so, and my brother's been telling me about it. He's like, you should play this game, dude. And so I'm finally like, okay, I'm gonna play this game, and I'm pissed at myself for not picking it up last month, because they did this whole crazy event where they were all like ghost tanks and monster tanks. Like they had cool glowy shit on them, and they looked all spooktacular. Oh, that's the end of the world. But I'm like, well, let's pick it up. Let's try it out. I'm in like story mode. Oh, I should go towards the eyeball with a meter marker next to it. Derp. So yeah, I'm in like story mode right now.
The Germans had launched a preemptive strike on the Russian armor.
Uh-oh. So yeah, I wanted to get a feel for it before diving into multiplayer and getting my ass kicked. But it's all it's pretty straightforward. I'm assuming there's more to it, because right now it's just, you know, control the movement of your tank with the left stick, control the turret with the right stick. So that's all pretty reasonable. I gotta help my crew out. Hey! What's up? Hello? Yeah, I'm having trouble with the Discord. I don't know what the dealio is. Oh yeah, that is satisfying. That is super satisfying. Get out of here, tanky. Oh yeah. I like this. Can you hear me? I'm talking. I think something's fucked up. I was trying to figure it out earlier. I don't know why I'm talking into it still. It's not working. Yeah, my Discord, I didn't get it set up right or something. Or it's not reading my mic or something. This does get me in the mindset. There was a while ago I posted on the Facebook some video of a little indie game that was coming out of like ship battles, and I don't know, man. There's just something I never used to care about stuff like that, but now it's more interesting to me. So like a game of battle, like doing this strafing and navigating a big slow vehicle around and trying to shoot guys is a lot more, I don't know, it's more entertaining to me than it used to be. Abandon ship, yeah. Abort! Fuck you, haystacks. Boom. I don't know what to tell you. It's not working. I'm trying. Alright. Hang on. Let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, there we go. I just typed some stuff. Because my mic's not picking me up. Look at the text! Oh, God. Yeah, I don't... It does say it. It says... Rikio, it says your mic is off sometimes. Shit. Why is it like this? Why is it this way? Voice. Yeah, I don't want push to talk. I want it to just hear me. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna abandon ship, I think. I don't know why. Ted, I don't know why my mic is not working. I don't know why my mic is not working. Rikio, I thought it shows me unmuting you and then it's still muted. I don't know. Does it work now? I feel that it doesn't. I'm being picked up now? Okay. Sure, I didn't change anything, but what the fuck ever. Alright, let's do this.
Let's run him down.
At least I was. Oh, good. Fucking duck. Yes, this is why we're in training right now. I don't know what's going on with Discord. I'm maybe gonna just jump out of it and turn it back on. I'm still getting hellos, even though I turned off Discord. Who is saying hello to me? Who is saying hello to me? Yep. Alright. I'm gonna cut my losses. We're gonna try it again next time. Sorry, Discord. I thought it would just work, because last time it just worked. It is not just working tonight. It is being weird as balls. Sorry. Oh, wait. Here we go. I had better luck with it on my iPhone, and I can see the chat here, so I don't need my iPhone running Twitch chat. I'm gonna try it on here. Fuck it. Let's try it now. I am hearing you, which is wild because it's not picking me up, even though I've closed Discord on this phone. I think this phone's haunted. Okay, cool. I don't know what's going on, Ricky. I got ghost phones. Okay, fuck it. If it's working, it's working. Who gives a shit? Okay, now we're cooking. Now we got a show. Hey, Ted. Sorry about that. Can you? Oh no, did I lose you? What is happening? Just pure magic. It's haunted. Okay. I need to get up there. Okay, welcome, Ted. I'm playing World of Tanks. So I'm driving a tank. I hope not. I'm not ready. No, I didn't. So yeah, I have not done my homework. Riccio, I have not heard you at all tonight. So, because Discord has lost its goddamn mind. Yeah, you're... Okay, I don't hear him at all now, so... Cool. So, for reasons unknown, it is working the way we want it to work. So, don't know why, but I'll take it. Ooh, we got anti-air... Yeah. Look at all this accoutrement. Okay. Deuce, the big one. Yeah. Yeah. Which, it's so funny, because I remember in the late 90s and early aughts, that was the setting. Like, every other fucking game was a World War II game. And then we got away from that for a while. And I think we still are mostly away from that. But, it seemed inescapable for the longest time. Like, every game you're shooting Germans or Japanese. So we have, do you mean we have Inglourious Bastards to thank for depopularizing it or repopularizing it? Yeah. Bastard, well, I mean, if anything, Bastards would have been at, like, the very tail end of it. Yeah, I see what you're saying. For kind of being almost like a be-all, end-all piece of World War II fiction for a minute. I did move to the designated location. You're so picky. Okay. Alright. Destroy invading German tanks. Ooh, I got a zoom? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, damn. Wow. That is precise. Okay, I gotta lead them.
Loaded and ready.
There we go. Fuck yeah. Ooh, a critical hit.
Finished him off.
You wrote a film appreciation piece on it? Yeah. Nah, Bastards is rock solid. I think that might be my favorite Tarantino flick. Django is fantastic, and I flip-flop back and forth on either Django or Bastards. Yeah, oh sure. Oh, and he's wonderful. He's so good. I don't know. I get why you can. Oh, that tank's dead. I've been slamming into a dead tank forever. I will say, with Pulp Fiction, there were so many knockoffs and also rans in the wake of it that I'm like, okay, enough Pulp Fiction. We get it. I love Pulp Fiction. Don't get me wrong, but Yeah, it's fucking fantastic, but I did get sick of all the... Look, we're edgy hitmen with pop culture references. It's like, okay, stop.
Peters knew if he didn't keep
that
his
wasn't
Sherman
the one
moving,
thing
he'd
people
end
liked
up a
about Pulp
burning wreck.
Fiction. Oh yeah, no, I've always meant to. I've been meaning to. Oh shit, I've been meaning to watch that in chronological order. I've never done it actually. I know there's. Oh shit. I know there's cuts out there. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, Riccio. Ted is on Discord somehow. I don't know how.
Enemy knows your location.
My work phone is haunted, straight up. Little last piece of Octoween. No, leave him on because otherwise I can't communicate with him. I kind of came up with this thought process. I'm Sixth Sense. What does that mean? But yeah, my thought basically is, I don't know, Ricky. I do not know. But when I have an in-person guest, I probably won't do Discord voice because it becomes really strange for the person that's in the room with me. But if it's just me solo bolo, I'm good with rocking the Discord.
We got a damaged track.
So Ted, if I reiterate what we say a lot, that's why. Oh shit! I'm just hanging out in the line of fire. Oh, damn! Damn!
Looks like that one went right through.
Oh yeah, can you not hear him on Discord? I don't know what's good. Discord is straight up haunted. I'm just assuming that now. It's devilry. That tank kicked my ass.
With the German tanks routed, Peters looked at his Sherman crew with pride. They had passed their first test admirably.
We passed our first test admirably.
Best job I ever had.
Yes, I'm ally. Thank Christ. I think are there World War II games that let you play as the Nazis? I mean, that would be really weird. But I mean, Counter-Strike, you've always been able to play as terrorists. Oh yeah, I got XP and coins. This is cool. Andy, if you're out there watching this, I understand why you're into this. This is pretty sweet. Oh, garage. Can I put sweet rims on my tank? Maybe drop it and put some neon under it? Probably not. I said garage. That's how the Brits say it. Garage? Oh, maybe. Alright. Story tanks are exclusive to War Stories. Yeah, I have a new skill available. How do I... Man, I don't know nothing about nothing. Upgrade. Oh, crewer supplies? Supplies, motherfucker. Okay. Man, there's so much to know. Games are so deep, you guys. I gotta say, Ted, I was talking earlier, I don't know if you were on the stream yet, I was talking earlier, until this thought occurred to me to finally, like, check out this game, that my brother was like, dude, check out this game. I was gonna do, just a Splatterhouse playthrough, and I might still. I do want to just dive into a game and stick with it for a few weeks, eventually, but, thought we'd check this out. Yeah, fuck it, I'm sure it's fine. If not, uh-oh. Because, yeah, I have access to all 3 of the Splatterhouses. Well, the first 3.
The German preemptive strike had been fierce, the Soviet
They're pretty gross, yeah.
Regardless, the orders still stood.
I
the
think
Russian offensive would continue as planned. Colonel Peters suddenly found himself caught up with the push towards the enemy front line.
Yeah, they're
The
pretty
Russian
ghoulish.
Shermans had managed slot.
Yeah, I think
They
that's
lacked
2 or 3.
necessary reinforcements
Well, yeah,
to
and one
press
of
home their
them,
advantage. One
the
thing was
girlfriend
clear
you're
to
trying to
Peters.
save, that might be
Needed
one.
more tanks.
I played through 1 start to finish years ago. In one of them, the girlfriend you're trying to save gets possessed and becomes the final boss, and you have to kill. You just have to fucking kill her. I'm like, god damn, that is
Now
really
a race
heavy
against time
for
the
like
Russians.
a
They could
gore
make
Streets of
disabled
Rage,
tank and
but
turn
it's
against their
horror, you know.
enemy.
It's staying true to that
Or
horror
engage the
shit.
German
There's all
patrol
kinds of,
directly with the
you know,
remaining
those
Shermans.
those games are laced with all kinds of Lovecraft
Peters
and
prayed
Evil
they
Dead
would
and
make the right
Reanimator
call.
references. So it's like they're just, you know, they're being true to their source material.
Peters rallied his crew.
Which one was
It
Sheila?
was their turn to strike
Was
back
that Army
at
of
the
Darkness
Germans.
girl? Yeah. But you know, Army of Darkness is it's a lot. It's more of an adventure story. It's more of like a Harryhausen fantasy story, because he doesn't get his girlfriend back in 1 and 2. Or, yeah, but I mean, strict genre titles aside, I think you would agree the tone changed drastically. Well, because I think different tones call for different storylines. So him saving the girl in Army of Darkness is thematically appropriate, but her being a lost cause in 1 and 2.
Our track is busted. Can't move. Enemy scrapped.
I think you can. I think,
Peters
you know, you
had a
think
plan.
about like a
He'd capture some abandoned tanks and turn them
think
against
about
the
like a
enemy.
dark drama versus
Up, let's go.
I don't know. Agree to disagree. Well, because Ash vs. Evil Dead is darker than Army of Darkness, but lighter than like 1. I would say. Yeah, but you could have. But think about real life. All of our stories take place in the same universe. Some are fucking fun and delightful, and some are ghoulish and awful. I think you could have multiple story types. What's that? Yeah. Well, I don't know. People have different times in their lives that, you know, you can have a really good time in your life and a really terrible time in your life. I'm not saying one's correct and one's incorrect. I just think Ash losing the girl in 1 and 2 fits those stories, and him not losing the girl in Army of Darkness fits that story. What am I supposed to be doing? I know, I can't find them. They're hiding. They are crafty. I need 100. 100 Nazi scalps. I hope this is bad guy territory, because I'm just running shit over. Sorry. That's Colonel Matt. He's a real fucking idiot. We spent 2 weeks putting up fences and he runs them all down. Because he says it's faster. He says he's bored. You're gonna let Nazis in, you fucking idiot. Sorry. You're not sorry. That's how you get Nazis. Oh yeah, particle effects, baby. Oh yeah, okay. I guess I'm just, yeah, fuck it, I'll just explore, question mark? I wasn't paying attention to what the game was trying to tell me. Oh, there we go. There we go. I see that red square. Fuck. Dirk Faber, you piece of shit. This baby tank? I can't even see him.
Been detected. Ready to fire.
Wonderful man! She's stationed somewhere else, I think. Yeah, yeah, we don't have the Wonder Woman platoon. I kind of wish the whole movie had just been that, her kicking ass in World War I. Well, or more of the island stuff at the beginning. That was my real favorite part. Was Amazon Island kicking ass. Thought it was World War I? I only saw it once, so maybe I'm off. I thought they did like, I thought they were just kraut burgers. Just Jerry's and shit. Well, they did it twice, but you know, just like any sequel, they had to do it up bigger the second time.
They found us.
I think they purposely stayed away from World War II to differentiate more from Captain America also. Yes. Am I, oh, my tank treads are all fucked up. I can't move, I was trying to navigate away from all this horse shit, and I can't because I let them shoot me too much. I can't! I want to run away. Okay, got him. I don't think that's an option. Because then it would be World of Dudes instead of World of Tanks. There we go. I needed my homie to help me out. That's right, Rambo, motherfucker. Oh god, I lost my tanks again.
They've spotted us.
It worked until it didn't. Here we go. There we go.
Penetrate their armor. Lost an ally. Looks like that one went right through.
Oh man, that'd be so ballsy. I've actually, you know, out of the Rambo flicks, I've only seen the original, and actually, shit, that's it. I've only seen the original, which I loved, and I think part of what scared me off from the sequels is because I know they're so different. I liked how sad and down to earth the first one was.
They blew up our track. We're stuck.
They're just crazy action flicks, which is fine. I love a crazy action flick, but felt like they told a really important story with that first movie, and it kind of cheapened it by doing the real wacky, badass sequels.
Track repaired. Drive on.
Ooh, yeah, four seems awesome. Though that one has the highest body count, doesn't it?
The Russian Shermans were lost. The Germans had won this encounter. Peters,
okay,
nor
yeah,
his crew
that's what I've heard. It's got like a
see out the
notoriously
end of the
huge
war.
body count. But yeah, Rambo did the same thing that the Rocky movie. Well, no, it didn't do the same thing. Because the fourth one is just called Rambo, right? It wasn't called John Rambo. Because I was gonna say, did the? Go ahead. Okay. Gotcha. Because I thought maybe they were doing the Rocky thing where the comeback movie after a long time was, you know, his full name. Word. So, okay, I guess. Okay. Details. Garage. I guess I'll go to the garage. Okay. Speaking of Rambo, do you remember the Saturday Night Live sketch where Sylvester Stallone hosted in the early 90s, and he gets in a car accident with Norm Macdonald, and so Yeah, he runs out of the car and he's trying to help Norm Macdonald, and Norm Macdonald just keeps talking mad shit about his movie career, and just to the point where Stallone loses it and just decks the dude in the face, and then they, you know, other bystanders show up and like, did you just punch that guy in a car accident? And he's like, well, you don't understand, you always talk a lot of mess. And they pull out a tape and they're like, hey, it's a copy of Rambo.
Heavy.
He did like your movies. And they're like, oh wait, no, it's Rambone. It's a porno.
Colonel Peters suddenly
great sketch.
Caught up with the push towards the enemy front line.
Yeah, Riccio, it's a pretty old one. That's like early 90s, but it's a winner.
To press home their advantage. One thing was clear to Peters.
Oh, 97. Oh, 97. Yeah, no, you're right though, Rick. Well, you know, people always like to talk shit about SNL, and my experience with SNL has always been
Peters rallied his
they
crew.
have a few good seasons and they have a few bad seasons. And I think what it really boils down to is whenever they have to cycle through new cast, it takes them a couple years to kind of figure it out, and then they're banging it out for a while, and then they start losing people and it starts to suck again. And I think because they were really cooking like a few years ago, and now they're in another weird transition thing. Though I haven't been watching it, they could be killing it right now. I haven't watched recently. See, and that's not to get into that too much, but that is part of why I haven't been watching SNL. I'm still mad at them for giving him a platform, which is maybe a silly reason to protest a show, but there it is.
Peters had a plan. He'd capture some abandoned tanks and turn them against the enemy.
I don't know. I don't need more of that in my life. It's inescapable. I can't get away from it. And any other fucking asset of my life, I don't need to seek it out. Right. It's impossible to satire, so it's like, what's the point? I don't know. Yep, don't care for it. But SNL has it'll do a few good years, a few bad years. They bounce it back and forth. I don't know, and I think all this whole thing does coincide with them being in kind of a few rebuilding seasons, because I was really liking like Kate McKinnon and Bill Hader and Bobby Moynihan. I think Keenan's still there. I fucking love him. So I'm glad he's still there, if he's still there. Ooh, a pickup. This feels kind of simmy until you see this. Floating repair box. Beautiful. Health restored. I fucking wish real life worked like that. Like a floating glowing box. Yeah. Yeah. Like, oh, that's pretty arcadey. You know what's weird? Maybe it did. Maybe it did happen in World War II. The government just doesn't want you to know about it. Bango. Fuck you, Bard! That is so satisfying. Fuck you, water tower! I could play a whole game of just that, just driving through shit. I'm easy to please! Oh boy, Riccio. Man, that's what this world feels like right now. If it didn't happen to me personally, it's not real. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, fucking darn. Uh-oh, enemy spotted. That's me, I think. Or them. Alright, here we go. Fuck. Oh, I just fucked up that Jeep. Right. Yeah, no, for real. Ugh. Children being born, parents don't remember 9/11. Yeah, that's weird. We live in a weird garbage dimension. Yeah, that was the good one. That was the good dimension. We fucked up. Oh, I've heard of 16 and pregnant. Have you ever heard of born pregnant? That's not a real thing. There's an animal that can be born pregnant, I think.
The Germans had won
like some kind of gross worm or something.
Peters nor his crew
Maybe
would
not.
ever live to
that
see
might
out
have been
the
a thought
end of the
exercise.
war.
I can't remember. That's bad. I can't remember if this is a real thing or something I thought once. Ever heard of born pregnant? Yeah, reptile edition. There you go. They didn't have erectile dysfunction, that's for sure. Da da da. Alright, time to strategy up. I did laugh. Laughed a lot, Riccio. Jeez, what are you, the zoology joke police? If so, that is some weirdly specific police.
The Soviet losses heavy.
Alright.
Peters rallied his crew. It was their turn to strike back at the Germans.
Penetration chance. Wink. Now we're talking. Oh, man. What do you mean Kevin James has no career? Haven't you seen Paul Blart memes? No, just the memes. The memes are solid. Fair enough. I enjoy them. Oh god. Oh, I missed him. Okay. Gustav Karl. Gustav Karl! Shit. Okay. Alright. I like this because I like the slow reload between single shots is super interesting. This has a way different pace to it than, I mean, obviously, it has a way different pace to it than just a regular first or third person shooter, and I dig that. Right. No, but I like that, I like that they went for that. I like that they actually built that into the game and made that a feature instead of just, you know, you could go super arcadey with this and just be like blah 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 and just run around. But no, this is cool. This is more. It's the more methodical pace is something I can roll with. The super fast first-person shooters I can't really do. At least not on a joystick. I could probably do them okay on a keyboard and mouse, but sticks, forget it.
The enemy knows our location.
You're what?
That one went right through. Right here.
Oh, gotcha. Well, it's just, you know what, Ted, do you play on keyboard and mouse at all? Or do you do sticks mostly? Oh, okay, gotcha. Because, just FYI, if you ever get that urge to check out the shooters and shit, they are truly at least 100 times easier on a keyboard and mouse. It's the weirdest thing. Because I'm not much of a PC gamer, or wasn't until the last couple of years, and it's night and day.
Penetration. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Yeah. Well, see now, that's the funny thing is I could see that being tougher on a keyboard. There's some games. What's that? Oh yeah.
Peters had a plan.
Well, yeah, mouse and keyboard is most 3D stuff, other than like platforming, is pretty decent on the keyboard and mouse. Fuck it. Go for it. Oh shit, this is a dumb call. This is a dumb call, Matt. But it worked! Oh fuck! Get out of there! Okay. We are hurting. Alright. We are not well. If I can make it to that point. Get some supplies. Okay. Okay. Where are you at? I don't know. I think he's... Oh, shit! Oh, no. Okay. Whew. I'm glad that GTA rule applies here. Where if you start rolling over, you can just push your stick the other way and it magically rolls itself over. So many video game things I wish applied to real life. Car ownership. right. Oh, my suspension is destroyed. Okay. Riccio, you can talk. I'll just try and reiterate what you say.
Locked and loaded.
Oh, wow. Our shit.
Good night, Irene.
Ah, you got a roommate? Tell your roommate I said hi. That won't be weird.
Lost a friend.
Hey, roommate. Some weird internet man says hello. That's cool. I don't... Got it. Oh, shit.
That'll do it.
If I survive this... I will be in good shape. Oh, shit, there's 3 tanks. I will not survive this. Come on, baby.
We pierced their armor.
Fuck you. We'll give you a social security number. Yeah,
The
perfect.
Russian Shermans were lost.
Social
The
security
Germans
number.
had won this encounter.
Let's
Peters
get
nor
date
his
of birth.
crew
Let's
would
get
ever live to see
pet
out the
name,
end of the war.
credit card number, you know, normal stuff. Alright, I want to beat this level. I feel it in my guts. Riccio, just type it in the chat. 3754. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Text it to me. Duh. Oh, perfect. Oh, really? You're not, your roommate's not the 2,000-year-old man, so his social security number is 2? Just 2?
The German preemptive strike had been fierce.
Alright,
The Soviet
Romanian
losses
countryside,
heavy.
we got that. Oh, he's from the future, naturally.
Peters rallied his crew.
Oh, good to know
It was
Social
their turn to
Security made
strike
it to the
back at
future.
Germans.
It might not. Ah, enough. I brought that one on myself. Alright, you gotta take a different strategy. I'm gonna not just head to each check. I'm not gonna just make a straight line to each checkpoint. Be a little more strategic. Except for Gustav Kalb, he's a piece of shit.
Been detected.
Oh yeah, I'm Gustav. Shut up.
Load it up. Let it rip.
Alright, here we go.
Looks like
Yeah,
that one went
fuck
right through.
I wish they did this like Goat Simulator. I would have played it a long time ago. It wouldn't have taken my brother a year of begging to get me to play it. That would have been the first stream on Super Barber Friends. Look at this tank game! I did not. I would be willing to check that out though, because that is a hilarious game. Oh, okay. Oh, he's got like a spin-off thing. That's cool. Oh, is that do they do a stream like this, or is it more like a show? Gotcha. Oh, the flags don't change when I... Oops.
Peters had a plan. He'd capture some abandoned tanks and turn them against the enemy.
Ah, I haven't been doing that. There we go. Fuck y'all! I did. Yeah, there's a little bit of... Most of the environment is pretty, like, awesomely destructible, but some of it is super not. Yeah, oh, ooh. Now there's a shitty sci-fi original movie that I would watch. Goose Tank. Yes. Oh yeah, Riccio, definitely show that off or shout it out. That's super exciting. I'll let you spread the news. Riccio's been up to some biz. Alright. shit. There you go. Hornet's nest. Yeah! Fuck yeah. Come on, Florian Ritter. I hope you're not related to John Ritter. Got it. There's our magical floating supply box. And a bad guy. Huck. Did you post it in Discord, Riccio? Because my Discord is so wacky weird, I can hear Ted, and Ted can hear me, but my phone's like off. Under general good shit. Yeah, and so anybody who's not on Discord, Riccio started making emotes for us, and he started with an alternate of my favorite emoji, the oh yeah, the sick fist or sick bicep pump, and turned it into a King Kong bicep pump, which is awesome, and I think feels really appropriate for our boy King Kong because he got the big arms. Fuck you, Riccio. You're a cringe. What do you think about that, smart guy? What do you mean, ruin the epicness? If you're not on Discord, you can't see it, smart guy. That's right. I made a dismissive sound. No, I won't wait. I already made those dismissive sounds. Yeah, there is. Dilophosaurus is my favorite. I mean, T-Rex is my favorite, but like crazy fake movie Dilophosaurus was my favorite out of the Jurassic Park dudes. Oh, can I kill this thing? Yes! That's a good guy. It was me, Riccio. I was making the Dilophosaurus sounds. I didn't hear that. What a hero. Sure. That's amazing. Good for them. Yeah, right. Yep. Just straight up actual Batman. Alright, we got baddies galore over here. This is where I get bone zoned every time, so I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to rush there. Oh, Riccio, I misunderstood what you said. I thought you were shit-talking my dismissive sounds. I didn't realize there was actually somebody in there. Yeah, welcome to anyone. If you're in Discord, I'm sorry I can't, really look at what's happening. Oh, God damn it! God, Riccio, I'm such a dick! More like a Dickio. Boom. Boom, still got it. Monster. Oh, I'm a sitting duck. There we go. That Arnie. On the blitz. Ooh. You got mentioned, man.
The Russian Shermans were lost. The Germans had won this encounter.
Good move, Marcel.
Peters nor his crew would ever live to see out the end of the war.
Yeah, Peters and his crew sucked. It's almost like an idiot was in charge of the tank and not a war hero. Oops. That's me. Fuck that, I'm beating this level, guys.
I'm sorry, Matt.
Oh, Ricchio's a hero too. I agree. We're all heroes. We could be heroes. Boom.
The German preemptive strike had been fierce. The Soviet losses.
It's been tainted.
Regardless,
it's been tainted.
Peters rallied
it took
his
a perfectly
crew.
good song and turned it into a turd salad. Riccio, your praise is right here. Everyone's really excited about your beefy bicep, including myself. But when I expressed my joy at the bicep, you were like, cringe. You do. Well, I don't know about the pay for everything part. Alright. So this first tank is straight up jabron, and I can kick his ass every day, Gustav. You didn't expect this, did you, motherfuckers? Wham! Fuck it. I don't give a shit about Gustav. Point blank. Point blank. Gotcha. Gustav's punk. Alright, so is this tree. Oh, I missed it. Tree's not a punk, I'm the punk. How about this guard tower? It's bango. Currently in a financial situation, so I'm lucky I had to pay 0. Yeah. Yeah, no, this will be free forever. I have toyed with angry human. I like the sarcastic spelling. That is solid. I've toyed with doing a Patreon, but I feel like I don't make enough content for that to make sense. Like, I don't know what bonus content I would make available to Patreons, or what benefit I could possibly provide to a Patreon. Ooh, GoFundMe. Oh, it's more pretentious. Good. We are all about pretense at Super Apartment Friends. Only the most pretentious dick and fart jokes during a video game. Oh, Marcel. Yeah, we remember. This alternate timeline where we haven't died yet. Give me money to do something that has no real effect or benefits. Because I can play flute goodly. Hey man, if you're super good at flute though, like, why not? I am not good at flute, so I can't, I can't say. I don't know though, like the Friday the 13th game was a Kickstarter. Ukulele was a Kickstarter. I've had good luck. 2 out of my 3 Kickstarters, no. 3 out of my 4 Kickstarters were fruitful. The other one was a hilarious comic book that I'm getting this summer called Steve Lichman, which is about D&D monsters and their like dumb lives as like wienery stoners inside the dungeon. And actually you can read a bunch of that for free, and it's all super funny stuff. So I'm getting 2 hardcover volumes of that. Oh shit! Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, telephone pole. Fritz, ya bitch!
Peters had a plan. He'd capture some abandoned tanks and turn them against the enemy.
Oh yeah, who doesn't love a xylophone? Sick xylo solo. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't hear about GoFundMe as much anymore. I feel like Patreon kind of ate up GoFundMe's piece of the pie or something. Okay, even Riccio. Okay, so good. We're all in agreement. Xylophones are dope. What's the other one? It's like a baby xylophone. I think that's the marimba. I like that one too. Oh look at my tree tree carnage. Sorry, trees. Don't tell Captain Planet. Fuck you, Watchtower. Okay. Yeah. Oh, dude. No, most of the stuff you destroy or at least damage. There's just a few. I think the big flagpoles, since they're like important level markers, they don't let you fuck with that. Yeah. No, it's a bummer because I want to knock these bad guy flags down. Oh my god, I get it. You're a tank and you like shooting at me. Ugh. Get a life. Yes, I get myself bone zoned in the same spot every time.
The Russian Shermans were lost. The Germans had won this encounter.
I gotta come up with some different
Peters nor his
approach.
crew
I need
would
to come
ever
up from a
live to see out
side
the end of the war.
or something. Papa John Trion, gross. Papa John's is gross. Man, we keep sliding into the politics shit, but Papa John's pizza is gross. Anyway.
I like their chicken pizza.
Well, there you go. I mean, sure. I mean, I'm not saying every single thing they make is gross. Papa John is communism? Sure. He's just super right wing, and so he
Peters
every once in a while he
crew.
comes out and says
it was
some
their
bullshit
turn to
that
strike back at the Germans.
makes people mad. Andy, I hate his stupid hair. His obviously dyed black hair. Age with dignity, you fucking moron. No, it's really jet black, even though I'm a fucking leathery turd of a person. Yeah, I bet. Yep. Illich. Hell. Decades. Yep. Hell yeah, I love that. Little Caesars is a Detroit company. Dude, like, a weirdly high number of pizza chains are from Michigan. Everybody talking about, ooh, Chicago style, ooh, New York style. Motherfucker, I'm talking about Detroit style! Which Detroit's, if you have a Jet's Pizza near you, that's Detroit style. They're square pizza. It's thicker, it's not as thick as Chicago style, which is like a casserole, but it's not as thin as floppy New York's pizza. It's a little thicker, the cheese goes all the way to the edge, and it burns just a little bit, so the crust is like crispy and buttery, and it's my favorite kind of pizza. But yeah, Little Caesars is out of Michigan, and like 3 or 4 other chains are out of Michigan too. It's fucking wild. I didn't know this until recently. But yeah, Michigan, secret pizza capital of the world, baby. If you're no way, square pizza. Oh no, you gotta try some Jets. Yeah!
They found us.
It's like a lasagna and they forgot a bunch of the noodles or something. Like, somebody fucked up lasagna and said, oh no, this is just how we make pizza here. You're not fooling anybody, motherfucker. I've eaten pizza before, I know what it's like.
Enemies looking right at us. We finished him off. One of our tricks, damn it.
I did not see Jon Stewart's coverage of the Pizza Wars. That sounds amazing. Riccio? Oh, good. Much respect. Riccio, I get the Ohio joke. I just didn't get to comment on it yet. You don't even have to be a sports fan to realize that Ohio's a garbage state. Just kidding. Just kidding. Ohio's fine. I lived there for a few years. Michigan and Ohio just hate each other. It's mostly a sports thing, but it can also not be. Depending. Yeah, Ohio is like Midwestern Florida for sure.
Let's roll.
That's a pretty apt analogy. But I know, you know, I would say I have friends in Ohio too. I talk a lot of shit, and it's all tongue in cheek. Though the speed limit is 5 miles an hour lower, and I genuinely don't care for that. It's like 65 on the expressway, and it's like, don't keep me here, okay? Let me pass through your state.
He's gone. Find us another target.
Oh damn! All right. Yeah. No, it's only 70 on the expressway. Oh, if I stay here, I capture.
Peters had a plan.
Cool. Okay.
He'd capture some abandoned
Okay.
tanks and turn them against the
learning.
enemy.
Somewhat. I'm learning. Fallout Deep South. Oh god. Yeah, when are they doing that one? God, that'd be creepy as hell. Old irradiated bayou and creepy plantations overrun with super mutants and shit. I'd play that. I don't think I even know about the Outlast franchise. I think I know the name and that's it. That one's completely off my radar. So many games, man. I still haven't finished Zelda Breath of the Wild. I haven't had a chance to dive into it really. since like June. It's like, it's getting to a point where, like, if I really wanted to sit down and finish some games, I'd have to, like, take time off work, which is, no. Can't fucking do that. That's crazy. Games are getting to the same point that TV is at now. There's too much of it. There's no way to consume it, even if you stick to just the good stuff, or there's stuff you're super interested in. Yeah, there's a lot out there, man. I bet even Ted, even if you do watch a ton, I bet there's still a bunch that you're like, oh, I want to get to that, and you haven't yet. Oh, really? You kind of cleared your backlog? I get you. Right. That's cool. That is admirable. I'm not in that boat, unfortunately. Rikio, it's never late to talk about horror. Because speaking of which, some friends and I decided we're going to have Halloween 2 in January, or Januween. There's a Halloween 2 that Americans don't know about. I've heard of that.
Looks like that one went right through.
What?
Ready to fire.
Well, nobody tells us about it. If you keep it a secret forever, nobody can celebrate it. Walpurgis Nacht. Well, okay. Well, Ted, you need to mount a national campaign. Spread the word. This was a dumb choice. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Because I've actually heard that word before, and I didn't know what it was. Isn't that yeah, I'm getting it mixed up with the Krampus one, which is like December 5th. Or something, I don't know. There's some kind of weird pre-Christmas that's December 5th in either like Germany or somewhere in Scandinavia. They have December 5th proto-Christmas where Santa shows up and gives you presents, and then on actual Christmas, Jesus shows up and gives you better presents. Which I'm like, okay, if I were a kid, that would get me way more onto the Christianity bandwagon. But yeah, Rikio. You know, different strokes for different folks. Rikio, the Vitch, I loved it. It's super atmospheric. It's a slow burn for sure, but I enjoyed that slow burn. And it is kind of the thing-ish.
The Russian Shermans were lost.
Our Halloween was fun.
Peters,
we actually,
nor his crew
I mean, it fell on a Tuesday, so that kind of puts a damper on things. So we went to a party on the Saturday before, and that was fun. It was just a nice low-key party with some friends. Rikio, I'm getting to that. I see what you got there. But then we went to a friend's place for Halloween proper and passed out candy, and that's always a delight. I always like seeing the kiddos in their costumes. Lots of superheroes this year. I mean, there's always like a bunch of superheroes, but it was like 90% superheroes. My favorite, though, was a little girl who was dressed as Jason, and she comes up, and she's got a great-looking Jason mask on, and she tells us, I think before she even gets trick-or-treat out, she tells us very disappointedly, I don't have my machete. And it was the cutest, best thing I'd ever seen in my life. It was so good. She's like, I don't have my machete. It's like, no way, kid, you did great anyway. Thank you for not being the 1 millionth Spider-Man we saw tonight. I mean, I love Spider-Man, but goddamn, guys.
One thing was clear. They needed more
it was
tanks.
great. I got together with a few. Yeah, no, she was like she was for sure the only slasher that night. And you know, Jason
Peters rallied his crew. It was their turn to strike back at the Germans.
Yeah, oh yeah, Rikio, we were we were talking back and forth while you were watching Monsters, because I apparently missed the actual ending of Monsters. I was like, oh yeah, the two squids like make out at a gas station. He's like, yeah, that's part of the ending. Because what I took to be the prologue of Monsters was the actual ending, which I was like, oops. The movie. The Gareth Edwards flick. And then he watched the third Hobbit film. Ah, Riccio, you'll never cease to amaze me with your propensity for subjecting yourself
Peters had
to
a plan.
rough ass movies.
Capture some abandoned tanks.
I
turn them against
I
the
saw
enemy.
the first Hobbit and called it a night. I'm like, okay. What'd you think, Ted? Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Christopher Lee is great. Yeah. And medieval fantasy in general, I'm not huge on, but one of the few pieces of medieval fantasy I did really dig is The Hobbit, the book. And you read that book, and you're like, wow, this would make a super fantastic single movie. You should make one movie out of this book. And fucking, what was it, Warner Brothers? Like, no, let's make it three-hour movies. It's like, you fucked up. You made a big mistake, guys. You don't understand your source material because you want to make money. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. That's super zoom. That's too much.
Loaded and ready. Frags been hit.
Oh, yeah. Well, dude, I remember at one point it was going to be 2 movies, and even that would have been better.
One of our tracks is damaged.
You rewatched the second Hobbit movie with a movie buff pal of mine, and he hated it, but he loved Godzilla. Yeah, we should get him on this stream ASAP. Good for him. Good for him. Anybody discovering Godzilla is cool with me. It's never too late to get into shit, man. That's like, me and Jess didn't really didn't get into Star Trek until like about this time last year. And now it's like our favorite thing to watch. A lot. So I always try to give shit a chance, because you never know. You never know what your next big thing might be.
The Russian Shermans were lost. The Germans had won this encounter. Peters nor his crew would ever live to see out the end of the war.
That's a fair system. I think 3 episodes is a good grace period was the word I was looking for. That would be cool seeing somebody react to it for the first time. That's fun to do. I think almost any movie you care a lot about and you get it in front of the right person who hasn't seen it before, that's always a fun experience. Like watching Hausu with some friends for the first time. It's like, hey, check out this haunted house movie from Japan. Don't worry about it. Just watch it. What the fuck is this?
The German preemptive strike had been fierce. Peters rallied his crew. It was their turn to strike back at the Germans.
Yeah, that movie's fucking wild. Back in the day. Nice. Yeah, so you just popped in and you're like, oh, this would be a cool ghost movie. And then you proceeded to watch the fucking craziest movie ever made. I mean, that's hyperbole, but it's bonkers. Oh, really? Good. They knew what they were doing. That had to be on purpose.
Peters had a plan. He'd capture some abandoned tanks and turn
just
them
go check it out. It's just a horror movie. Who cares? You'll be fine. Enjoy. And then it proceeds to be completely bug fucking insane. Oh yeah, that's satisfying. Yeah? It's been a while since I watched it. Which one is that? I assume that's not the girl who gets like bit on the butt by a severed head. It's been a while. You know, I'm probably overdue for a rewatch. It's been a while since I've seen that one. I don't remember anything really like I guess because I just get so caught up in like the spectacle and the weirdness. Nothing struck a chord with me in like a downbeat kind of way.
They found us.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. It's not all. It's not all cartoon craziness and cat faces and shit.
Damn it! It's like we're shooting spitballs. We finished him.
Damn. I think it's time for a rewatch. I love that one. I also love the American movie called House from like the mid '80s. Because that one gets, it gets kind of trippy too. Because he like when he goes through the mirror and shit. Oh yeah, the zombie soldier. Hell yeah. The zombie soldier that shows up? That would have scared the... What's that?
Been detected.
Ah.
We pierced their armor. Loaded and ready.
Yeah, dude, that mirror shit's wild. I didn't expect that. That was super cool. Riccio, I love a good food fight reference. Oh my god. We in a similar vein, Riccio, have I talked about Sir Billy before? Have we gone down that rabbit hole yet? That really sad Sean Connery movie? Oh god. So that's if you've got the stomach for something like Food Fight, but is somehow worse, check out Sir Billy. It's also called like the Legend of the Guardian or some shit, and it is a nightmare. It's ugly. Oh, Ted, Food Fight is probably the worst animated film ever made. It's like they took the general conceit of Toy Story, toys come to life, and said, well, what if food and like house cleaning mascots came to life? So you've got like Charlie the tuna and the Mr. Clean man, and they come to life in this store after hours, and that should be the first film that we stream. That would be amazing. Oh god, I'll have to psych myself up for it. I'll need to slug back a couple shots. But yeah, it had this tortured development. It supposedly cost way more money to make than it should, based on what it looks like. There's a bunch of weird shit, like behind the scenes shit, and then the end result is just awful. Like, sometimes it's... What's that? Why does it exist? Or why have I watched it? Or all of those? I think people who wanted to launder money through the pretense of making a movie decided that was a good idea. I think that's what that boils down to. And you know, product placement kind of bullshit, like they, presumably got a couple bucks from Star-Kissed Tuna and Mr. Clean and stuff, but it's really something. It's hard to look at. So yeah, Sir Billy's in the same vein, except it has the added gut punch of being Sean Connery's last movie, so it's extra depressing. Yes. Oh, it was, and it should have been, but this piece of shit came out just 3 or 4 years ago, and it was the same. It was whatever year the Pixar movie Brave came out, because these people were really mad that Brave got an Oscar nomination and not them, and it's like, fuck you. You don't even get to complain about that, because your movie, it's hard to look at, let alone sit through, let alone there's no way anyone enjoyed it. So just stop. don't compare yourself to Brave. It was, and part of their whole thing was, well, you know, it was made in Scotland by Scottish artists, and it's like, that's indicative of their quality. Then they should find different.
Colonel Peters
Holy Christ, it's gruesome. Check out a trailer on YouTube and see if you can make it to the end. See if you can make it through 2.5 minutes of this shit. It is grotesque. Sir Billy, and it's spelled with an I at the end, and it might be one L instead of two L's. I can't remember, but it is a goddamn nightmare. And if you watch that or the trailer for Food Fight, the one is a lot like the other. Because there's nothing grosser looking than bad computer animation. Like it is a special type of disgusting. But yeah, it is like 9 Lives featuring Kevin Spacey. God damn it, dude. There's the old saying like never meet your heroes, and now I'm starting to think maybe just don't ever have heroes. Like just don't do it because they're all trash.
The enemy knows our location.
Yeah, I don't know. That's something I'll have to. That's pretty deep. I'm going to like sit down and think about that. Gustav Kalb is slow on the uptake. No wonder I trashed his ass. He's not firing on all cylinders, I think. You have no right to complain about Rick and Morty's animation anymore. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But at least I called out that it is grotesque. Like, it's not like I sat here and said that, oh, Sir Billy's beautiful, it's a work of art. I did straight up tell you it is one of the ugliest things I've ever had the misfortune of looking at for an extended period. He seems like a super guy. We were talking about that last time. Like if we had to sit and play the Nightmare on Elm Street game, it would be a delight if Mr. England was there. Yeah, he seems like an awesome dude. Hopefully, fucking hopefully. Who knows? Jesus. I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Been detected.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I would say he hit it big in the 90s. No, Riccio, that saying it's a kid's version of a Mad World implies that it would be at least a little bit close to as good as Mad World, and it's not. It's mostly incomprehensible. Like, that's the thing. There's technically like a story, but fuck knows what it is. It does that really gross thing too of wanting to be like a fun kids action comedy, but then it gets really maudlin sometimes and really lays on like some schmaltzy bullshit right in the middle, and it's like, fuck you, no. Like, you spent this whole movie making me not care about this comic relief character. And
Peters,
I didn't ever care about this, but then they try, he's hurt now, oh no. It's like, get the fuck out of here. It's rancid. The logo got you, good. The everything should get you. That's a nightmare. And, you know, Riccio, I'm so glad you know about Sir Billy now, because you kind of take it as, like, a personal challenge to, like, seek out and watch the worst of the worst. I think Sir Billy, I'm really curious to see what your Sir Billy thoughts are. I think I'm challenging you to watch Sir Billy now, Riccio. I think I'm throwing that gauntlet down. I'll give you...
The German.
Well, Riccio is a special case because
it was their turn to strike back at the Germans.
It's kind of like eating painfully spicy food, or going to those haunted houses that are full contact and they put like rats in your mouth and shit. For some people, that's like a gauntlet that they like to overcome. And so for Riccio, it's these terrible ass movies. So it's like, I feel really excited being able to say, hey man, if you want to challenge yourself with some pure dog shit, it's called Sir Billy, my man. How so? Wait, why does the new worst movie ever made make you feel bad, Ted? Oh, There's always a new low. Yeah, no, that's disheartening. That's a really good... What's your current worst?
0 penetration. Penetration.
Oh.
We just dig them. Stock up another one. Reloaded.
What was... I think it was the second one, like, Prothegus or something? Because I think I remember
some
that.
abandoned tanks and turn them against the enemy.
Okay, I've heard of the first one. I didn't know there was sort of a sequel. Sure. You're right. A Troll 2 situation. So now so when you get into the worst movies ever made, there's, you know, just trash, like just shitty movies, but then there's also the movies that, like, you get into something like a Serbian film where it's such a pointless, like, shock grotesque movie that it's I feel like those are different categories of bad. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's like, fuck this. I don't need to see this. It's not, because, like, things like Sir Billy are fun in kind of a bad, or they're kind of bad in a I can't think of the phrase. They're kind of fun in a bad way, or their badness is kind of fun. But something like a Serbian film, it's like, this just seems like a fucking nightmare, and not in a fun way. Like, why make this? Why watch this? But I guess it's for somebody. I guess somebody wanted that.
Loaded and ready.
Yeah.
Looks like that one went straight through.
Right, like, maybe... Are you okay? Hey, are you okay? Yeah, and it's like... Yeah, it's just gross, just a bummer, like...
They've spotted us.
I don't know. I guess it's for somebody. And that's the thing, like, movies like that make me cautious about being a fan of horror, because I don't want to fall down that slippery slope. I don't want to need that next high and have it be something, like, truly disgusting, like a Serbian film.
Enemies looking
Because I think that's part of their audience, right? It's just the absolute gorehounds who are like, I need the next shocking thing. Like, they're looking for the next shock. And it's like, that's... Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely.
damage.
Right. It's... Yeah. Well... Right. Well, especially with slashers, for me, gore is usually like the punchline. It's the same structure of a joke. There's a setup and a punchline, and the gore's the punchline. It's not that I'm laughing at it, but it's like the shocking release after all the tension they built up, which is the setup. So, like, you know, and I mean, sometimes gore is funny. Like, they do some wacky shit sometimes. It's hilarious. Like, it becomes slapstick. It becomes gruesome slapstick. Not on TV, no.
The Russian Shermans
Ooh, that's
were
a bad
lost.
call.
The Germans
that is
had won
like
this
the
encounter.
heart of the movie.
Peters nor his crew would ever live to see out the
movie
end of the war.
Oh boy, that's redonk. Riccio, part of your comment cut off. You said you're not sure if you hate the cash grab family-friendly movies or the pretentious artsy, everything has a purpose movies, like win all the awards. I'm guessing that was the last part of that. They gave me Yeah, yeah. Oscar bait. That's I didn't invent that term, but that's a term that kind of stuck with me for the really obvious, like, oh look, it's a thoughtful, sensitive drama about a controversial subject that just happened to come out in Oscar season.
The German,
like the shit we mostly watch in film appreciation. Yeah, you get
Peters
a bunch of that.
rallied his crew. It was their turn to strike
I wouldn't write
back
off
at the
all that
Germans.
stuff that way, because in my film classes I watched a bunch of stuff I normally would not have, but I did appreciate it. Like, you know, there's always Citizen Kane has kind of become a joke because it's like, oh, it's the most important, most bestest film and everyone must love it. But it was more like it was one of the first modern movies. Like it was shot in a dynamic, modern way, and it had a you know, kind of a noirish story that you didn't really see in Hollywood at that point. Yeah, no, and I think that makes perfect sense because it's not like a fun movie. You don't pop in Citizen Kane when a couple friends come over and have a fucking blast because it's kind of a slow burn, kind of boring, kind of a bummer. It's one of those movies that is important, but it's not like
Peters had a plan.
It's not really
He'd capture some abandoned tanks
or even
and
close.
turn them against the
Casablanca
enemy.
I liked way more in that kind of wheelhouse of movies. Yeah. I haven't seen Key Largo. That's my movie knowledge gets worse the further you go back. It and probably peaks with the 80s, and then as you go further back, it gets worse. I do. I agree with that. Ah, Ricky, I missed the chat's moving too fast. I missed part of what you said. You said you only watched like one Buster Keaton movie, which I think is a bummer because Buster Keaton was a fucking genius. And I've been meaning to.
They found us.
Oh man, Hitchcock's great too. Shit, there should be a whole class that's just Buster Keaton and Hitchcock. I watched. There's a great video on YouTube. I can't remember if it was Every Frame of Painting who did it or somebody else. They did an awesome, just bit by bit exploration of why pre-Hollywood Jackie Chan is some of the best just filmmaking, period. Because that dude shoots action and comedy perfectly. It's crazy. It's crazy how good his shit is. He just had like an innate understanding of it and just knows how to frame shots. It's so good. It's so good. I need to just binge all of Jackie Chan's pre-Hollywood stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. First, analyzing Americanization, remake culture, and sequel culture. That would be actually a super interesting class. People argue their stance on certain films that are affected by those traits. You should, Ricky, you should probably. I don't know if there's any way you can pitch that at your school, or at least give a presentation on it or something. That's a super interesting idea, and that's something that'll be more and more important as time goes on and as we get more of that.
That one drilled straight through.
I don't think I have. I think I've only watched the American cut of Godzilla 2000. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, well, yeah, Enrique's got the crap through a goose line, which I do love that line, but, yeah, no, the American cut was more like, let's be over the top, which, since I haven't seen the original cut, I don't mind that, but, when I eventually review Godzilla 2000, I'll have to watch both. That'll be one where I watch both versions. Ooh. American Godzilla had a different noise? Oh, right. Okay. I forgot about that. Godzilla 98 is just so memorable. I just remember so many great moments and things that happened in that movie. fish. Oh, so many fish. I mostly remembered all the...
The Russian Shermans were lost.
I'm bad at this
the
game.
Germans had won this
Might try
encounter.
something else.
Peters nor his crew would ever live to see out the end of the war.
That is cool. Yeah, Godzilla 2000, everything I'd heard about that one, it was a case where the Americanization wasn't worse, it was just different. Sure. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, they usually don't do that.
The German preemptive strike had been fierce. The Soviet losses heavy.
Ooh, speaking of releases of Godzilla movies, have you guys seen
back at the Germans?
The Criterion rumors came back. That Criterion's gonna do a bunch of Showa movies, and there was somebody posted about it on Tumblr, and I'm like, is it happening? Is this a thing? Because that would the one that was today. Ted, are you Red Menace official? Oh, okay. Because I know you do cuts of movies and stuff, and so does Red Menace. So I was like, is that? Well, yeah.
Peters had a plan. He'd capture some
I
abandoned
think
tanks.
he was one of the people I saw that posted about it. And so, like, I desperately want that to happen, but I'm waiting to hear it from a more solid source. Okay. Fuck yeah! Oh my god. I would drop kick a baby for Criterion versions of Godzilla movies. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I saw your post of that. Absolutely. Fuck yeah. I fucking love Gargantuan so much. Yeah. No, that's the thing. Yeah, I just want it. Nice. Oh boy. I gotta take a different approach to this level. I'm not doing this right. Right, boy, I think that's why I'm bad at first-person shooters, because a lot of times it's just like, hey, I can just bum rush people always, right? Nope, most people snipe, Matt. Oh. See, what you need to make is a different type of first-person, or excuse me, a different type of FPS. Not a first-person shooter, a first-person stabber. I think that's how my playstyle would work better. Yeah. Right. Yeah, there's not really a lot of gun-based slashers, are there? Which is to say, I can't think of any. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. I don't mean literal slashing motions, but the slasher type of horror. Like, consistently? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Guns pop up once in a while, but they're like a one and done. Because you got, yeah, you know, a gun shows up in Scream, and Jason's used a few projectile weapons, but there was like the harpoon gun, and yeah. Yeah. Ricky, you know, I've never heard of a bayonet. Please help me out. I've never heard of this before. No, dude, that's my jam. Right. That would be my jam, dude. That's. If I had to be in the military, I would have to be on bayonet duty. My dumb ass would just run up to a guy and get shot 400 times. It is the gun with the blade at the end. It's everything you ever wanted. See, now what you really need, here's the kicker. You get a gun that shoots tiny knives. Think about that.
The enemy knows our location.
You don't have to. If only it shot the blade, yeah. Yeah, wasn't there a Final Fantasy character who carried a gun blade? But it was just like, instead of a hilt, it had a gun's grip. That seemed dumb. I think that was part 8. Like, it was either 8 or 9. It was one of the ones shortly after 7. Like, they were desperately trying to capitalize on how cool Cloud's ginormo sword was. What's another sword gimmick we can do?
The Germans had won this
gun?
encounter. Peters nor his crew would ever live to see out the end of the war.
It's not a sword, guys. It's an anti-sword. Yeah, man. An anti-sword. Don't you get it? Pshing. I'm for it. Well, fuck, after Lucas invented a laser sword, where else was there to go? Alright, I think I need to go to the garage and toughen up my tank. I think that's my problem. Well, you know. The little swords on the side. I was okay with that. I didn't mind that. I didn't mind the double-ended one either. Yeah, I liked the cross guard hand wave for that. So, what are these other packages? What is this? I don't know what any of this stuff means. You have to be like a brain genius for this. Okay, we got stats over here. Okay, that's better. That's betterer. Let's take the betterer one. Hell yeah. Buy it. Aw, yeah. Now I have a slightly better tank. I'll take it. So I assume that's equipped. Oh yeah, no, that's part of why the movie backlog is part of why we're having our Halloween 2 in January, and we're probably we start watching horror movies together in like the end of August, and we usually don't stop until January anyway, so we're just kind of making it more official, I guess. It is always a good time for a horror movie, but we get together and binge just horror movies for a few months. Yeah. We watched earlier in the Spooktober season, we watched Chopping Mall, which was dumb and fun. Not a lot of chopping, ironically. It was mostly lasering. I was delighted. Hey, there's a slasher movie with lots of shooting, because the little fucking robots have laser guns. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, because it's the best. The head exploding is the best part of the movie. It's a great flick. Oh, that could be. I can see that. Absolutely. It is that.
Peters had a plan. He captures
yes.
some abandoned
I think so. He makes a bunch of schlocky stuff, right? Cool. Oh, I didn't know he did Return of Swamp Thing. That's awesome. Right. Right. Is what actually... Yeah, what was it, Return of Swamp Thing? Ricky, are you fucking with me? Cause Swamp Thing is like a DC Comics character. Yeah, that one was cool. The original Swamp Thing is fresher in my mind. What is Godzilla gonna fight it? No, dude, Swamp Thing's like a guy. That'd be a terribly one-sided fight, unless it was in a swamp. What is it, from the Addams Family? Alright, Riccio. Alright, Riccio. Quit fucking horsing around. Okay? You're horsing around. I don't care for it. I want to read some Swamp Thing, man, because, who was it? Alan Moore got his start with that, right? Oh, okay. I think, some big-name comics guy, I think it was Alan Moore, some of his first, like, really good stuff was his run on Swamp Thing. And so I'm like, I'll check that out. I really liked Watchmen, the book.
The Russian Shermans were lost. The Germans had won this encounter.
Maybe I'll play multiplayer. I'm gonna switch to multiplayer and get destroyed.
Never lived to see out the end of the war.
Who's that? Uh-huh. Okay. Oh. I'm not familiar with them. Ah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, maybe, maybe he was just a huge Swamp Thing fan. Maybe he loved the comics and was like, yeah, I'll be in the movie. Fuck it. I like to think that's what it was. Alright, I'm gonna get killed, guys. I'm gonna get my ass handed to me. Like crazy. I remember how to play the game. Boy, presumptuous. What does it take the form of its victims? What is it, from the Addams Family? Me. You can have thing in your name, Riccio. Okay, it's not against the law to have the word thing in your thing. Smartass. Did you know you could see? Yeah, seriously, that's what that felt like. Shoot the other tanks. I know. I'm just bad at the game, okay? I didn't forget how to play it. I'm just bad at it. I could. I probably should be. It seems like that's what they want me to do. They have me perched up here. Oh, yeah. And it's fucking satisfying. Yeah, suck it, Tristan Bale. Why don't you go be in a Catman movie? Get it? Tree. Not tree.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Oh, shit. Stop moving. Freaks me out. Oh, this guy's tricky.
Penetration. Ready to fire.
Oh, this is why is the multiplayer easier than the single player? This is the first time this has ever happened in my life. Oh, here we go. See, these villain tanks are playing like how I normally play. They're trying to bum rush us. And that's dumb. I did it. Haha! Fuck y'all! I get why people snipe in games. It is hilariously satisfying.
Like that one went right through.
Yeah! Fuck yeah! Rock and roll! It's the seventh seal. Oh, Matt's doing okay at a game. Clearly hell has frozen over. Alright, here we go. Here we go. I just say that because I can't play Mario Kart on here. If you guys saw me play Mario Kart, you'd think I was the devil. Too good at it. But it is unstreamable. I'm a solid Smash Brothers player, too. Alright. Which one? Super? Because that's the one I'm the least good at. Ah, damn it. Super is one I would do solid at. 64 and on are where I become the Mario Kart Antichrist. Because power sliding. 64 and on, they introduced the power slide thing, and it just makes sense in my brain.
Now that's how you do it.
Oh boy, blue shells are pure evil, but they are sometimes hilarious. They home in on the person in first, and depending on the game, in some of the Mario Kart games, they'll cruise along the ground and just hit anybody in their path and stop and explode on the person in first, or sometimes they'll fly over everyone and only hit the person in first. Either way, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's evil. Mario Kart is a perfect game for like making you want to beat up your friends. Next battle. I did. That had to be a fluke. That had to be like a game type. That yeah. I think I just got lucky with a game type or something. Or great teammates. Alright. Here you learn how to... Well, I know how to do this stuff! Here you'll learn. Because you didn't know how before, Matt, you dumbass. We got... Alright. I wish you could jump in these tanks. Those are sweet. Follow your friendly unit. Hell yeah. The name was hello shit. Where's my friendly unit? There we go. Dragons are pretty cool. You know, the whole dragon wyverns are the oh shit. Oh shit! I tried to mine wyverns and it got me in trouble. Wyverns are the ones where their wings are their arms, so they kind of walk around like bats. I'm okay with dragons in all shapes and sizes. Like there are some folks on Tumblr who get real heated about dragons, and it's kind of interesting. But after a while, it's like just let it go, man. They're just dragons, man. It's okay. Like they get real feisty about artists who portray dragons with like mammalian features or bird-like features. It's like, I'm not saying that this dragon fan should like those types of dragons, but they shouldn't get like mad that they exist. Like, let it exist, man. Oh yeah, according to some people he is. Don't you dare say that. Don't you dare suggest that he's a dragon to certain dragon fans. It's very... It reminds me of like of metalheads who are like, that's not black metal, that's death metal. That's not death metal, that's thrash metal. It's like, okay, chill. Everybody, be cool. It's okay. Yeah, well, I mean, it's one thing to have your preferences, and it's one thing to enjoy categorizing things with a fine-tooth comb. That's fine, go for it. But it's when you get pissy at other people where I'm like, okay, let's dial it back. You do you. The term dragon is so flexible. Look at medieval art where they're just like worms and shit, or called WYRM worms. Like, there's like a billion different types. Or look at Eastern dragons, which are fucking flying snake dudes with lion heads and little baby arms. Yeah, absolutely. Search for enemy team. Got it. It could be a trilobite for all I care. Yeah, I think dragons are sweet. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna get all up in arms if it's the wrong type of dragon. Well, again, I'll defer to the really spicy folks who are real wound up about dragons. They're on Tumblr. They're on Tumblr. There's a little bit of the Venn diagram of Godzilla fans and dragon aficionados. There's some overlap. Right? And which makes sense. Like, I get that. Rikyo used to consider Godzilla a dragon. Again, watch who you say that around. Yeah, no, I get that. I totally get that. You wanted the real shit. Yeah, and if you didn't, Chad, if you didn't hear, Ted was saying as a kid, he was not having Godzilla because he only wanted real dinosaurs, and that makes so much sense to me. Yep. Yeah, I think 85. I think 85 was the one that. That's cool. Oops.
Ready to fire.
Tap R1, not hold in R2 authoritatively. Yeah, 85, I'm pretty sure is the movie that reeled me in too, because I saw the box at the video store and was like, I gotta see that. And I did. Where are baddies? Oh. Oh my god, I wish. That and Batman vs. Godzilla are two movies that I wish happened.
Ready to fire on target. Punched a hole in their armor.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. Those are two of the biggest names of the 60s clashing. I'd have been for it.
Find us another target.
Wasn't he brainwashed by the Joker though? I feel like that's a decent workaround for him being a bad guy. Yeah. It's funny because it had weather control shit in it, so it feels like Son of Godzilla still. Yeah. In the Batman one? Okay. I think I invented a movie in my head where Godzilla starts out as a bad guy, mind controlled by the Joker, and then Batman undoes it, and then Godzilla as a good guy fights the Joker's evil kaiju. But I think that was a pure fabrication in my brain. Right. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, that would be a bummer. I don't want to see Bruce Wayne shoot Godzilla in the face and kill him. Riccio. Oh, into space! Okay. Yeah, that's a Gamera ending. Shit. Which, yeah, it's interesting because tons of countries have a giant monster. Like you got Reptilicus over in Denmark, and Pulgasari in North Korea, and Yangari in South Korea. So yeah, it's surprising that China doesn't have one. Oh yeah.
Looks like that one went right through.
I fucking love Mighty Peking Man though. I did not expect to like that one, but it was solid. I don't remember how it ends. They kill him, right? That guy's dead. I don't need to shoot. Just wipe them all out. Yeah?
We finished him off.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's how you do it.
Which one? Oh, Ichi the Killer? Oh. Oh, I don't know that one. Okay, yeah, I know Hard Boiled. Oops. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, China, it's actually, Ted, it's funny you mentioned China. I think it was the AV Club who did it. They just posted their, you know, if you're just starting out with Hong Kong horror, here's some ones to hit. And I was looking at that list, I'm like, damn, I need to hit I need to get into some Hong Kong horror. They had like Mr. Vampire, which is they compared to like Ghostbusters. It's like a supernatural comedy, and then they also talked about I think it's just called Chinese Ghost Story. And that sounded awesome. That's more like a fantasy. I'm like, damn, I need to watch this shit. Okay. Yeah, it sounds awesome. Ah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll have to dig into that stuff. Rikio says today is Mr. Godzilla's birthday. Ah. Wow, that always sneaks up on me. Like most major holidays, because it's a major holiday. Better fucking believe it. Alright, look at that! Happy birthday to Godzilla, Dolph Lundgren, and Kevin Murphy. You did it, guys. You had a birthday. I need to stick together with my team. Yeah. Yeah, this is, especially for a free-to-play game that's a couple years old, this is a nice-looking game. Should have stuck with my team, though. The game is yelling at me. Stick with your team, idiot. Haven't you ever been in a war before? No. They're gonna die, dumbass.
Enemies looking right at us.
Oh, Gojira. You know, is it pretentious? I call the 54 movie Gojira just because at this point there's like 3 different movies called Godzilla. Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be a hard habit for me to break. I guess I just like it as a quick shorthand. Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, no, I'm not saying, like, I don't believe you explain, I hadn't thought of that. Because to me, the 54 movie is the one where the difference counts. Oh, my team didn't stick with me this time. Ah, shit. Made a huge mistake. Come on, Mario Grass. Mario Ass. Kyo. Gotcha. You ruined it for him, Ted. He's not a fan anymore. Look what you've done. You monster. Fuck. You fuck. I guess I see it spelled that way so much I thought that was the official thing. Because I do it. And I just... Looks like that one went right through. Yeah. It sounds awesome. Yeah. Because they're Japanese. I'm okay with it. I call it what they call it.
Looks like that one went
Well, there's only one Astro Monster, so we're getting sold a bill of goods. I suppose that seems like a technicality. They're trying to milk extra monsters that aren't there. So at least it's not like the Italian posters where like, hey, Superman fights King Kong in this one. It's like, fuck you, no, neither of them are in it. You dicks. It's unfair. It's unfair because they make up these fake scenarios, and then I imagine the fake scenarios and want to see that movie, and then it's just a Godzilla movie I've seen 10 times. It's like, fuck you, Italy. How dare you? You can't just... Well, I know Germany just staples Frankenstein's name all over everything, which is hilarious. It's like, oh yeah, you know, Frankenstein. Man, I just start following a road and I'm like, I'm having a good old time. Matt, you're leaving the war, but I'm following this road. Don't worry about the road, Matt. There's a war. There's a whole war. Oh, I just wanted to go on a road trip, I guess. Yeah, we can go to Paris. It's right over there. Who doesn't like Paris? Rikyo doesn't care. Yeah, it's an original character. OC, do not steal. Boom. Dude, that's how you make your Godzilla knockoff. Okay. No, it's the original character. You can't do anything about it. Totally brand new. Sorry, Toho. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Teddy Bray, you're going down, baby. See the Wyatt paper. You gotcha. Yeah, they're mammals. Oh, they don't have nostrils in addition to the blowhole? I thought they had both. I'm not up on my whale anatomy. Man, the blowhole, dude. What a weird orifice. That's probably judgmental to like call out somebody's orifice like that, but blowholes weird me out, man. Like the Ultraman episode I just reviewed, where Gamma Kujira fucked him up with his blowhole. If people had blowholes, you could not stop me from spraying shit constantly. I guess that's why we don't have blowholes. Cause that's hilarious. That's true. I guess my mouth is. Well, and listen to me. I'm constantly blowing shit out of this thing. It's just in the form of words. Oh yeah. No worries. It's not going anywhere. I'm paid up on my hosting. Dude, is that one of those books with the awesome fucking paintings? Cause I see those on Tumblr constantly. There's like a bunch of Godzilla books and Ultraman books that look like they're from the 60s or 70s, and they're just these beautiful paintings of different monsters who never were in a movie together interacting, and it's like, fuck, man, I want that.
I know what you're talking about, but no, that's not them.
Okay. Okay. Oh man.
The book was like something about Godzilla
Okay. Man, so you think Toho they kind of keep up to speed on all those different designs and shits that maybe didn't show up in a movie, but they just keep it in mind so they can jump on somebody and sue them? Yeah. Oh, okay. I have to research them first to purchase them. That's wild.
Yeah, if Toho has it, even if they didn't use it, they will own it. Try to go after you.
Right. What a bunch of boners. Not, I mean, I say that, but I mean, we talked about this before, like Stallone chasing down his 25 mil. If you let it slide once, somebody's gonna try and let it slide another time, and then try and slide it again, and then eventually you lost control. And I get it. I think. Yeah. You have to fucking pay the guy. Jesus. Yeah, let's do it. Newly upgraded tank. Check the sketch pad for the special little lizard. Yeah, Riccio, Riccio, I always like checking out your art. I'll have to. I'm scared to touch Discord right now because it's a weird ghost haunting my phone. Like my phone, I don't know what's going on. I'm not gonna fuck with it though, not just yet. I know where it is on Discord, but I don't trust Discord right now. I feel like if I breathe on it too hard, it's gonna self-destruct. Fuck you! Alright, this is gonna be my last round, I think. Fight you IRL? Fine. You already scheduled a fight with Jess. You wanna take both of us on at once? Probably not. It sure does, Ted. But I think in tank terms, it's the shell getting through their armor and doing some damage. Or it's the chance that you'll have a beautiful sexual encounter with the other tank captain. Either way, no matter who wins, we win. Oh, there's a fucker. There's a bunch of them. Ah, crap.
That's gotta hurt. Loaded and ready. That one drilled straight through.
No, I've been meaning to see the keep, though. I have not yet.
Enemy scrapped.
I get the keep mixed up with Castle Freak. I don't know. There's like a couple 80s horror movies that involve a castle, and I get them mixed up. But I've been wanting to see the keep.
Looks like that one went right through.
Okay.
Enemy armor is destroyed. Penetration. You hit him hard.
Fuck yeah.
That one drilled straight
Oh,
through.
shit. Why can't I think of his name? Yes, thank you. Oh, that's awesome.
Looks like that one went right through.
That's... Well, like Riccio said, killing Nazis, that's very controversial now. Who fucking knew? I've been meaning to see the keep anyway, but now that you say it's a Golem movie, I'm all over that shit. I love golems. That's one of my favorite monsters. I'm always jazzed. What?
Enemy's looking right at us.
Yeah, dude, I went... Oh, I was just, Riccio said the Jew Golem. I went as the Bear Jew for Halloween one year, because I love golems, and that line where the Nazis are like, some men think he's a golem, I'm like, fuck yes. I want to be anyone that got mistaken for a golem. That's amazing. That is the baddest ass thing that could happen to a person. Either that or getting called like a Bigfoot. Okay. There's the streaming service Shudder. I thought they had it, but probably not. If Michael Mann's like, no one can watch The Keep. That's weird. I wonder why. I'd be curious to hear why Michael Mann's like, no, fuck you, don't watch The Keep. Is he just embarrassed that he made like a horror movie back in the day? Okay. Or maybe, yeah, maybe he got screwed somehow. Ah, okay, yeah, he's gonna be mad about that for sure. It does come full circle back to Bastards. That's a great flick, man. Fucking Tarantino even says through a proxy at the end of the movie, this might just be my masterpiece. It's like, yeah, dude, you might be right. Yeah, he just had an actor look into the camera and say, this is the best that I made yet. Which only Tarantino can do. I try not to slob any director's knob too much, but I do love some Tarantino stuff. Oh yeah, no, that's a whole fucking mess. See, this is why I don't have heroes. You are, Ricky, you're a brain genius. Tarantino had some knowledge, and I don't know the specifics, but he had some knowledge about Weinstein being a fucking creep, sexual assaulting rapist, power tripping and using people. So I'm thinking multiplayer must not be person versus person, it must be person versus computers, because there's no way I'd be kicking this much ass against other humans.
Looks like that one went right through.
Oh, did they have me? Nah. No, these guys have all had this. I'm seeing repeating names, like Calvin Pott and Guy Payne. Little on the nose there, guys. Payne. Good. I'm glad you're in love with the Godzilla you're making. I like, dude, your art is always on point. Daddy leg.
We did it. We won.
We did it. All right, we did do it. I played this game a bunch. If Andy didn't watch, I'm gonna uppercut him. Just kidding. I'm gonna thank him for showing me this cool game. I don't know what I'm gonna play next time, guys. I'm on the fence because Octoween's over, but I might just play Splatterhouse or I might play Fallout 4 because I dipped into that a tiny bit for the New Year's bonus stream, or I might dip into Grand Theft Auto 5 for the New Year, like I did on the New Year's bonus stream, because those are both games that I have and I've never finished. I just picked up Alien Isolation. I should probably finish that. I don't know. If you guys got suggestions, throw them at me either right this second or on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. But yeah, and I know at some point Jess is going to start speedrunning Mario World, so I'm really excited for her to do that. Because she's good. She's got it down to like 12 minutes. So that'll be really cool to get her on here. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's next. I got a week to figure it out. So Riccio says, I got something I'd like to talk about with you privately after the stream, if that's okay. That's definitely okay, my man. Hit me up. But yeah, I think I'll bounce. I see we got 3 people watching. So Ted and Riccio, I know you've heard this spiel once a week for the last billion weeks, but I'm Matt. This is Super Apartment Friends. We do this every Thursday from 10 to midnight Eastern Time. We're on Facebook as Super Apartment Friends, just the whole word. We're on Twitter as Super APT Friends. And all the stuff goes over to YouTube as well. So if you missed an episode or just want to relive a favorite episode, It's all over there. We're just Ted does that. Shit. I'll be honest. I do that once in a while. I made this stuff. That's fucked up, right? Uh, you're not supposed to do that, but I do it. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. And it'll take me. I always say goodbye too early. It takes me a lot longer to shut everything down than I think it will. Ted, I'm going to shut down Discord first because I'm scared of it now and don't understand how it works anymore. So, like, I don't know if I'm actually going to shut it off, but we'll see. Let's see. I'm going to start by muting myself so you don't hear me fart too much, more than usual. Well, I'm just gonna mute myself. Riccio, I'm not turning my back on you, Riccio. Yet. God damn it. I don't know how to do anything. I do. Thank you, Ted. Thank you. That is a good point. All right, I'm gonna shut this down later. I guess I don't know how to do it. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna get out of here though for real, Aziz. And yeah, if I don't talk to you in a second, I'll see you in about a week. So I hope you have a super apartment weekend. That's a catchphrase. Put it on a shirt. Or don't. I love you.